Okay, it's awkward. Uh, oh my god, my English is so fucked up, dude. But I'll try to. Okay, this is so. Oh my god, okay. It's awful. Okay. I have this channel. I started, and the plan of it is being like my. Oh my god, I'm so shy. Oh my god, it's so bad. It's like showing my life, kinda. So right now I'm gonna do like a book review and shit. But later we might do other shit like playing games or. Oh my god, I feel like such a nerd. Okay, maybe like doing code shit or I don't know, like whatever I want to. Like if I went on a trip and I want to record it, whatever. This is so scuffed. So, like this is gonna be about this book, okay? And I made like a writing script. I don't. Oh my fucking god! Let me translate that. It's gonna be so scuffed. So, okay, so I did like a roadmap. The translator says like a. It's like that. It's like roadmap. I don't think it's called roadmap. Of a video. Script. It's like a script. Yes, it's better script. So I did like a script for this video, but I mean it's so bad. It's like it's not even organized. It's like I did like a review kind of the book. I wrote it and I kind of did it, but it's like not that good. And I did like key moments. I put like some bullet points, but it's so fucking dog shit. It's, it's so bad. Okay, my English is also dog. It's like been 2 years since I've actually like spent a lot of time speaking this language. So I mean, I read a lot of shit in English. I watch basically everything everything. Look at that in English, but speaking, I really don't do a lot. So yeah, so this channel might die. Okay, there's a high chance of this channel dying. It's like the first video. It's gonna be about. It's 2 minutes in and I haven't even started it. Okay, I don't know how to start this shit. I haven't organized it like in a way that I can speak in a video and like read the bullet things. I just did like all the shit that I thought was interesting about the book and it's like here. I just like put in Obsidian and now I have to read it. But it's gonna be like a review. I don't want to show my face, so that's. I mean, it would be easier. I don't know what I'm gonna put in the background. Maybe some game. I don't fucking know. Maybe nothing actually. Maybe just like a sound wave shit. Probably not though. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. This is a channel for me. Okay, this is me for improving my writing skills. Cause like I have to write shit a little bit, even if it's dog shit. I have to write it. Like I have to do like book reviews, so it's good because I want to do book reviews. I think it's good for me if like in the future I want to read it again, I can just like read it. It's like there, the paper, the shit, and have like a video. I probably won't watch the video because it's like so fucking awkward, and it's gonna be dog shit. But I can read the shit, so it forces me to do book reviews, kinda, and it forces me to organize in a way that people can understand at least a little bit more than if I was like alone. So good. I might have to improve in like a little bit of my knowledge in like video editing and I don't know how I'm gonna edit. Just okay, book reviews are probably not gonna be edited at all. Like it's gonna be basic shit, you know. But maybe other videos I do, I might need to edit more. And I want to learn a little bit of Premiere or DaVinci Resolve. So it's gonna like force me to do it. I don't really plan to achieve anything with this channel. It's just like to a way to express and say shit I want to. Kind of. I feel so awkward. I kind of want to do this, but I feel so bad. I feel like giving up. Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna improve my English, writing. I'm gonna write about books, which is awesome. What else? I don't fucking know. Like if I do code, I need to explain code, I guess. So this is gonna be good also. There was more shit I learned about that, doing that. I don't know. Okay, but it's like an experiment, and it's gonna be fine, I guess. I mean, what could happen, you know? Okay, so this book, I I picked it. I don't know. I chose it because I saw a guy which I like just discovered on YouTube. It's like I'm Brazilian also, and this guy was speaking about a lot of classical books. I'm like in a journey about reading classics right now. So I'm reading like Dostoevsky shit. I read like 2 months ago White Nights, which is an awesome book, fucking awesome book. It was so amazing, and now I picked up this one, which is First Love for Ivan Turgenev. I don't fucking know how to pronounce this shit. Okay, it was such an interesting book. Like it is not like White Nights. It's not as good, in my opinion. I've heard some people say it was the best romance book, kind of love book they ever read. I think the guy which I first heard about this book said that it was like one of the best books. It was pretty short, so I was like, oh, why not? You know, it was kind of cute the book. So I thought, okay, it's short. It's about love. I'm thinking about read about love because like personal reasons and shit. I was like in a moment I want to read about it, and I just okay, let's buy it. I bought it. It came like 4 days later in my house, and I read it in like I don't know 3 4 days, 3 days maybe. Some days I didn't read, but like it was like 3 days. It's a really short book. It's like 100. Oh, where is it? I should have it because I'm recording this video. Oh my fucking god, where is it? Okay, this is awful. Okay, sorry guys. I mean, sorry. Who the fuck is watching this? But the book should be here. I don't fucking know where is it. Maybe no, it's not in my. It's not in my backpack. I need to have the book closed, you know. Because I might need to read some stuff inside of it. Where's that shit, dude? Oh my god. Okay, I'm looking the book. Okay, it's not here, not here. There's no shot. Okay, he's here. Okay, found it. And I did a lot of, I don't know what it's called. It's like these markdown things you put on pages. There's like red. There's a lot of colors. I put a lot. That was the books I most put it. Put like this kind of stuff. Okay, I don't know why I said it. But it was fine. It was cool. It was cool. I put more these markdown things in this book than I did. I just finished reading Notes from Underground of Dostoevsky, and I put more shit on this book to mark down than on Dostoevsky books. I mean, I enjoyed my Dostoevsky book. It was amazing. That Those for the Ground is like an awesome book. Okay, sorry. I'm also gonna do a review about it. But this book was really interesting. Okay, I plan to the next. Okay, this is 7 minutes long, and I haven't started. I plan on the next videos to be a little more concise and precise, and actually start talking about this book. But like this is first video, and I don't know. It's probably gonna be dog shit of videos. It's gonna be like I'm gonna wandering and talk about a lot of stuff before I start talking. I haven't even said nothing about the book, so this is dog shit. Okay. Okay. This book's really interesting. It's not the best book I've ever read in my entire life. As I said, and Why Nice is still better. I think the way the psychological depth you get about the how the characters feel, especially in Why Nights, the dreamers. The dreamers mind is so fucking cool. That it's so interesting. This book is a little more about the feeling, the relation you have, the turmoil you have about first love, and how you when you encounter it, it is a little different than Dostoevsky books. Dostoevsky's White Nights book. Okay, so, but it was an awesome book. I don't regret reading it. It was awesome. Quite the opposite. I loved reading it. I would read it again, maybe later. It's a really short book, so you guys, if anyone is listening to that, you should check it out. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I did the fucking script. I'm basically gonna explain like the basic stories of the book, and I'm gonna say spoilers. So fuck you. Okay, so the book talks about a guy. Okay, it starts with a little boy who went to like a fuck I don't know, another place, like moved to like a interior place, like with I don't know. I think he moved. He lived in the city, or he lived somewhere, and he went to like this place, like with farms and shit and horses. Uh, and there he found a girl, and when he first saw the girl, he's like already like kind of in love. The girl is like surrounded by other boys, which are like playing with her. She's already like toying with them, but or whatever. Okay, so he saw the girl. He like immediately loves her. It's not immediately actually. He likes her. He's fine. Okay, she's cute as fuck. He went home and he's like feeling. If I recall correctly, he went home and he's like feeling another shit in his chest. Like it is pretty interesting. Okay, then he likes talks with the girl. No, he doesn't talk to the girl. He sees the girl and he's like, okay, how am I gonna meet her? Actually, and the mother like says to go to the next house. She was like his neighbor. To go to the next house and talk to the lady that lived there. That was her mother, and he talks to the mother and talks to her, and maybe like kind of. I mean, this time he like knew he fell in love with her. It was really interesting because this book he really emphasized like how fucking harsh and fucking okay, I'm sorry, I'm not organized as I don't know fucking know. I'm just like my mind's like floating and I'm trying to organize my thoughts, but it's been like 2 weeks since I've read this book, so it's fucked up. Okay, so like this book's really harsh about how fucking strong and devastating in a good and a bad way first love could be. Like the first time we encountered this feeling is so fucking interesting in kind of ways. Like it's so fucking strong. Like how the book describes how the boy feels love. Is so it's like he says he never felt anything in his heart like that, and that his heart leaps as fuck, and he's like embarrassed, and he never felt that. Okay, okay. So I think I marked down a quote from that. It felt as if I had known her for a long time and that I had done nothing before her. Oh my god, I'm so bad at reading. It felt as if I had not. It felt as if I had known her for a long time and that I had known nothing before her. Yeah, that was the feeling that the fucking guy had. I say fucking a lot, so stop that. So, sorry. Okay, so it's like his whole life's based on this fucking moments. It's like his life was nothing until he encountered this girl. And okay, the thing is, the girl was, as I said, was surrounded by boys, and the boys were like all like toys to her. So she like manipulated them and like made fun of them because all the boys were in love with her. And eventually, the protagonist, which I forgot the name, actually, let me see. It was Vladimir Petrovich. Vladimir for short, Petrovich. I don't know. Okay, Vladimir. Let's call him Vladimir. The protagonist. Fuck that. Okay, so oh my god, is the recording? Oh yeah. Oh, the iPhone has a thing, but when the screen locks up and you touch that, the recording is like different. Oh, that's quite nice actually. Okay. It is. Oh my god, I thought it was 17 minutes long. It's 2 hours. Okay, it's almost one of it. And okay, where was I? Okay, so she was stalling for the boys. She knew all the boys loved her, and eventually the guy, the protagonist, get invited to go to her house to play at night with like all the boys, and like her games were basically like she making all the boys like kiss her hand or trying to do something to get closer to her. It was like it was so fucking manipulative. Like she knew everyone was in love with her, and and she toyed them for that. I forgot the word again. How fucking god, sorry. Um, 1 second. 1 second. English. Fuck it. Okay. She deceived them. Deceived? Deceived? Yeah, it is. Sorry. It was deceived. Yeah, she deceived them. Okay. So she deceived them all. But that's not that word actually I was looking for, but okay, whatever. And okay, so she did that to them, and she was like a poor princess. He was like a rich boy, so there was kind of this contrast. But also in the history, it tells about this guy, the protagonist, has also his father, and his father is like an amazing character. He loves him a lot. He respects him a lot. He sees like a lot of what he wants to be in his father. His father's like a really elegant man, respectful, and a lot of shit. The mother is like a dumb girl. She's kind of not that loving. She's weird. She's not that interesting. She's just like a mother that doesn't care a lot. That I mean, she cares, but she's not like a nice, lovable character. She's like pretty dark and inside. Like you can feel that by what the book says. It's like pretty evident. She doesn't have like a great. She's not like a happy character, but it's not also like a sad character. It's not an angry character. It's just like an annoying character, kind of. It's not really relevant for the story, but it is interesting to see that. And we're gonna see because I did a little research on the history of the author, and we're gonna see that it's kind of similar to his family life. So that is interesting. His relationship with his father is really similar to the one in the book. I don't think like in the book. Okay, I'm gonna continue the story of the book because it's gonna. I was gonna say spoilers. So yes, he deceived everyone, Um, Let me read. She okay, yeah. She also at one moment she told like she did these play nights a lot of time with them, and at once she said she would only fall in love with someone if someone was capable of making her submit to him, like what she's doing to the others, like the others are like completely submissive with in relation to her. She wanted someone to. She didn't want someone. She said she was kind of afraid of love because for her to be in love, she would need someone to make her submissive. You know, so someone who could dominate her. Uh, okay, the novella vividly describes the protagonist's feelings about his first love and the pain of unrequited affection, I don't know how to pronounce that, decepting his innocence and how he idealizes Zinaida. Zinaida is the name of the girl, okay? Okay, so at some point in the story, Zinaida becomes in love. Okay, we just know she's in love. So she starts being weird and feeling weird and, and like acting weird. Some days she just stays at home. She doesn't play a lot anymore, and she like when she plays, she like does some stories. She says some shit like she like says like some stories that make it maybe like make us the reader know that she's in love. Not only the reader, like the characters also know that like she's in love. Okay, and she's in love in a lot of time of the history. Not a lot, but sometime the history. I'm sorry. I'm so done at speaking. It's gonna be better. I think. I hope. Okay. Um. We spend some time like trying to figure out who this person is, but it's quite evident. The book puts some here and there, some things, some hints. You know that is his father. So she's in love with his father. When the mother discovers that, because she discovers that because of some shit like a letter or something, this is not relevant. Discovers that. Uh, they went away. They like move out, and it's basically that. There's also a lot of shit that happens in the middle, and maybe I'll get into that. But okay, that's it. She's in love with his father, and bang, they leave. The girl's left there. He kisses her there, like she talks to him. She says she says some shit. I don't know what she said, but she said like some dumb shit. Not relevant also. Kisses him, says to not stop loving him, to him not stop loving her, which kind of I don't know, not quite cool. But she says that, and he goes away. And some years later, the book goes in a time frame in the future, and we see that the boy follows his father somewhere, and then he sneaks out to see what his father's doing, like at some place, and he sees him talking to her at some like other place in Russia, like in the capital or some shit, like some city that was not there, like years later, and he likes has a fucking I don't fucking know the name of the shit. Uh, 1 second. A whip, a lash, a whip. I don't know the fucking thing that does the lash, like the cows and the horses and shit, you know. And he just whips her hand, and she likes. So to show that she's like completely submissive to his father, like right now, she's like completely in love, and the book shows like how strong this sentiment is to make her a girl who really likes to dominate other people to be dominated by someone else. Okay, so after that, everyone dies. Basically, that's what happens. His father dies because he, I mean, is why I'm pretty sure his father died because he discovers that the girl is having a baby, and the girl died in birth. Okay, during the birth she died. And the protagonist was like looking for her, and then discovered that she is dead. She was like, also married to someone, which the book doesn't elaborate. Okay, I put some key moments and themes. So a little quotes that he said that were really interesting. So he said, "I could have stayed in that room for a century." That was like really in the beginning, when he knew. That was in the day that he went to her house, and yeah, that was it. And he was like doing some trickle shit. He said like I could have stayed in the room for a century because what he was feeling about her. That he never felt anything like that before. Also, the beginning of the story, the book doesn't start with like this story. It's like the protagonist speaking about the story, like in the future, because it's like three boys. They are reuniting. They're like old, not old, but like 40, 50. I don't know, and they're like talking about the story of the first love. The first two say they don't have like a decent story, and the third one, which this guy is Petrovich Vladimir, and he said like, "Oh, I have a pre fucking story," and he starts talking, and then the book starts. Okay. Um. Okay. It says here to go to pages 4, 4, 4, 5. I don't quite recall what is in this page. Okay, these pages are really cool. This page talks about like storm and shit, and the protagonist does some relation with storms and what is he's feeling. He's feeling like the mute start like the mute linings felt like what was happening inside him. There was like just like this bright stuff blinking there, but like quiet. It was like his heart, like that was like holding his screams and like feeling all that shit. It was really good 2 pages. Also, at some point, the father tells him in the beginning, where we didn't know they had any relation at all. I think even before the father had any relation at all, he says, "Willpower and the power it grants is better than freedom." He says that to him sometime, and we see that in the future he loses that shit. Willpower and the power that controlling yourself, he just loses that. He loses freedom. He loses willpower because of this girl. So how strong and destructive strong emotions, especially love in this context of this book, could be. Okay? At some point, the protagonist recognizes he's no longer a boy. It's really in the beginning he says that, "I feel like I'm no longer a boy because I experienced love." And like, it's such a drastic feeling that he has with that he knows he like changed. Something inside him changed a lot. Like he felt, and when he felt love, that was the first time he actually felt. And it's actually true for everyone. I would say the worst pains you can get are also in the emergence of love. So when you feel love, you start feeling envious, and shit. You have all these like other feelings you have related to the person you love, and all that starts with love. So with this amazing joy and happiness that is love, also starts one of the fucking deepest pains you can also have. And the book emphasizes that a lot. Okay, he felt like a happiness that he never ever felt coming to her, but also he felt like completely lost and sad when he was like away from her. So yeah. Um, Zendaya herself acknowledged the power she holds. It is, and she says, "It is sweet to be the sole source, the absolute and unquestionable cause of someone's immense joys and deepest sorrows." She knows the shit, okay? She knows the shit. And it's so fucking disgusting that she knows. I don't know if she says it, but it's like her feeling is. Okay, so a friend of him at some point, like a friend like that was also in love with him, tried to warn him that like it's like an older guy, and he was like really young, he's like 16, and Zendaya is like 20, if I'm wrong. And this guy's like, oh no, this guy's like older, and he's like, "Stay out of here. The air here is poisonous, and you know what is happening. You know you're suffering, but you're still here." um, Also, there's a really cute moment where it's not really cute, but it's really interesting. I found the moment one of the best moments in the book where Zendaya is, I, if I'm not sure, but I think it's a moment that she's already in love, and she comes home like in desperation. She like gets home, and it's like stuff are happening, hospital and shit. No, actually not. There's not happening hospital. It's something happened with her mother. It's like whatever. But then she gets there, and she asks for a glass with ice. And the guy is a doctor. It's also the guy that warned him. Says, "Okay, no, because glass with ice, water with ice, glass of water with ice, it's like bad for her throat and shit." And she like goes in a rant saying that life's not worth so much that she should not risk it for a moment of pleasure. So she's like, it's so interesting because the book doesn't elaborate further on this point, but just go there that, oh my god, my life is so important that I can't like I just want to have a fucking glass, a cold fucking glass of water. Can't I have it because I'm gonna fucking go to the hospital? I don't give a fuck that That's basically what she said, and I don't if I and she gets the fucking lads with eyes. She goes so fucking. It's so nice. It's so nice. It's a really. I think this is really. I think this marks the moment that she knows that the author is trying to speak to us that she's in love, because she's feeling like this anger and shit, and she never like expressed something like that before. So just like the author trying to express to us like this feeling of her, but later in the book, like a couple pages later, then it becomes pretty evident that she's in love. Okay, I'm not gonna read here. I put like some pages here like that become evident that she's in love, but it's not really relevant. Um, and also, despite the protagonist knowing about his father involvement with Zenaya in the time they were like still living together, and like the day that he discovered it, he goes to talk to her, or in the next day, something like that. But it's really close time. She goes to talk to her. She's like crying and shit, and he's like, "No matter what you do, no matter how much you torment me, I will love and adore you until the ends of my days." So again, showing a level of submission fucking gigantic. Okay. And in the end of the book, there's two quotes that I would like to emphasize that I think that are the best quotes in the book. So the one is him in the future, like when he's old and shit, uh, reflecting on his first love experience. He concludes, "I would not want. I would not want it to happen again, but I would consider myself unfortunate if I had never experienced it." So, yeah, I think everyone could relate to that again. It is a really strong and devastating thing. We feel so fucking bad when it doesn't work out. We feel so fucking good when it is working out. And but what I mean, even if it went wrong, even if we felt like the strongest and worst pains we could ever felt, it's such a humane emotion. I feel like so. If I could relive again, even if it was just to suffer, maybe just to suffer with love is better than to not love at all. I would say. Okay, and other quote that he has, it is about like being teen. Okay, so youth. Youth, and perhaps the secrets of its charms does not rely in the possibility of doing everything, but in the belief they will do everything. So that again is him, the protagonist being older, talking about the older times. So yeah, pretty nice. Okay, we have a lot of shit here. Okay, so first love, the complexity of human emotions, is unpredictable, defying logic and expectations can lead to profound happiness and deep sorrow and confusion. Uh, Self-awareness, yes, a lot. That's a great moral that the book has. Suffering is an inevitable part of love. Yeah, yes, with love comes suffering. Even if it's gonna work out, if the girl becomes your girlfriend or your wife or husband or shit, like suffering is still part of it. When she's away, you're gonna suffer. When she does things you don't like, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna feel like envy, and when she's like talking to another boy, you might feel shit, you know. So suffering, it is an inevitable part of love, particularly first love, of course. Uh, Usually because first love doesn't work out. Okay, so yeah, that's really common. But it also leads to greater, greater self awareness and emotional maturity. I think everyone, like if you are like 25 up, I would say 95% of people, 98, have experienced first love up to that point. And when you actually experience first love, what you feel after, I mean, after the deep sorrow and pain, you grow so much emotionally, and it's not a thing. It's not easy to get yourself up together like after the shit. But when you do that, you just feel way better. You just feel like you're a completely new person. You know. Um, it leaves us with a lasting impact that we carry through our lives, influencing how we perceive and experience love in the future, for sure. Okay, now just a little facts about the author. I don't know if I'm gonna read this out shit because it's kind of boring, The book's like written, I think, in 1860, right? I'm pretty sure. Sorry again. It's like close to that. Okay, he was born in um 1818. How do you read that shit? I forgot how to read that. In 1818, 1800, the 18th century, the 17th century, 18, 1818, 1818. How how to read ears in English? I forgot, dude. I'm so dumb. 2016, 2016, 1882, 1905. Yeah, we read like we divided by two. Okay, so that I said I was gonna wonder. Yeah, so it's like 1818. No, it's so wrong to say like that. How to read 1818? No, not in French, dude. How to read ears in English? I'm sorry, okay. I just want to be sure. Because, like, 2017, 2016, 2000, 1994, 1847, 1818. Is it correctly? Is it night? Is it right? I think it is. It just feels weird. 1818. It feels weird, 70, 763, 763, 1997, 2013, 1327. Oh my god, it's so easy. 1106, 1106, 1902, 1945, 1981. Oh my god, it's that easy? Is it really that easy? I'm so dumb, dude. I'm sorry. I'm so dumb. Okay. He was born in 1818. Okay. In Russia. And, okay, this paragraph is like saying that he has like some relation to that the story has like some relation to his family and shit. And actually the novel is inspired by a young love he had. There was a woman called Catherine, and she was like older than him. Like Zinaida was the character in relation to the character, and yeah, and she talks about that. It was really complicated and shit. Also, he never got married, but he had like a complicated relation with a girl that was like also in a relation. If I'm wrong, if I'm not wrong, so so yeah, his love life is complicated. Okay, he's like a little more in the liberal side, so it's like pro social reforms, abolition of serfdom that was like still in Russia, and he was like this part of shit. And the other side we had like Tolstoy and Dostoevsky was like the more traditional orthodox things. So they were like not really fan of each other. He had like some conflicts with Dostoevsky also, which is really interesting to know. His greatest book, which I plan to read too, is Father and Sons. They say it's a really good book. So it talks about like nihilism and younger generation in relation to older generations. And yeah, okay. So overall, pretty good book. Talks about a really good. Oh my god, how long is this shit? Oh my god, it's half an hour long. It's half an hour. It's so fucking big. Okay, this book is really interesting. I really recommend you guys reading it. It's really short. You can read like in a day or two. It's like 100 pages basically. And such a good book. Such a good book. It really talks a lot love, and I mean, of course, talks about love, but talks a lot love in a way that most. I haven't read a lot of romantic books, like generic romantic, like girl-like books, like Colin Hoover and shit. I haven't read that, and I don't plan to, but it talks in a way about love that I haven't seen a lot in movies and maybe little shit I have read about romance. I'm not a real romance guy, but not yet, at least, because I plan to read Pride and Prejudice, which they say is awesome. So yeah, but it's a really, really, really good book. Also, I recommend to read it in conjunction. In conjunction, is that right? in pair with. I think pair with works better. To read it in pair with Why Nights. Why Nights is another level, but this book is also amazing. Also, I have to buy Why Nights, the physical copy. I just read it like in Kindle, and I want to have a physical one because that book's so fucking great. That is so fucking great. It's our level. Okay, the next video is gonna probably be a review. It's gonna be about the Adults Underground. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. Okay, this channel might die. This audio might never be published. It probably will, but it might never be, and the channel might die at some point. So yeah. Oh my god, I wondered a lot. I planned to make this video like 15 minutes long, and it's like 35 minutes long. It's a little, but it's the first one, so I don't go fuck. And I wondered a lot. I talked about shit that was not the book. I spent like 10 minutes just talking about shit in general, like about the channel, and then I started talking about the book. And dude, I have to organize this shit better because I did this shit here in Obsidian, but it's not organized at all. It's like I have no order just to say it. So the next one I'm gonna do in a better way. It was like the start of the book, then key moments, and I thought it was decent, and then like the start of the author is not decent. I have to do this in another way. I have to think it through. I don't know. Okay, that's it. Uh, I don't think anyone is watching this. So I'm not gonna thank anyone, but good shit, good shit. Feels good to talk. I spoke in English for half an hour. That's kind of crazy. I just do that like in showers and shit, or in my bed. That my English in my bed in the shower is so much better. It's like I don't stutter like nearly as much. I don't like have these pronunciation issues, but I have to. I have to start speaking and trying to do shit like that is good for my life. It's good then. Oh, we might have politics on this channel too, because I'm a big politics guy. So not a big, but I like politics. So yeah, I don't know like why I'm okay. Bye bye guys. Bye bye.